What's going on, family? It's Eve here with Intentional Queening. Also, apparently here with Garvey. Say hey, Garvey. And it's Sunday. I take Sabbath on Sunday, so I'm not allowed to do any work. But honestly, I'm a little bored. So I was like, all right, guys, what we doing today? Because I just, some people like me just can't sit still all day. So today's Sabbath lesson that I watched was about our inheritance. It was about how we can both inherit curses as well as blessings. And that also we can be kind of like the source of change. And I definitely see that in our generation breaking a lot of the curses, especially of, lack of generational wealth and things like that. I do see our generation pushing towards that as well as turning our faces back toward God. There's a lot of us that are turning away from God and turning to witchcraft, and that's a whole nother thing. People are just really trying to find tribe, right? They're trying to find who were we? That's the big question. And people, answer that question in different ways. And so they, participate in various rituals and activities and etc. based on their understanding of who we were. So that just is what it is. So I'm like, all right, Laura, what we doing? Because I got to do something with myself. I'm a little bit bored. So I got to looking around. I was like, you know what? It's fourth quarter 2019. It's about that time to reset some goals. So that's what I'm about to do here today. Reset some goals. So, pulled out my board that I had from last year, from the goals that I wrote on it. I don't necessarily do like a vision board. I do have a vision board, but I also have a large whiteboard that has my goals and my visions and the steps needed to get there. So I like to take my goal and I like to reverse engineer it and break it down. And so I'm looking at this board. I'm looking at this board over here. And this is what I'm saying. First of all, shout out to Garvey hanging out with us today. Garvey, hey, you know say, what are you eating? Is that a pistachio shell? Are you? Whatever, do you? Okay. So this is my board, family. And, you go through and you're like, okay, X-Corray, yeah, we never went there, and I don't know if I still want to go. Anyway, new car, yes, we did buy a new truck. That was cool. The art and fashion showcase, yeah, that's canceled. Canceled. I don't even want to do it anymore. Like, the people of Phoenix honestly get on my nerves, so boo, they don't need no fashion showcase. I wanted to buy a rental property. Like, damn, I'm kind of sad about that. We may recycle this into a new goal for, I'm going to put a little recycle mark. I don't know, something like that. May recycle that as a new goal into 2020. And then, I got off of my Forex journey. I was learning how to trade on Forex, and then Brexit happened, and then my account went to shit, and then I was like, you know what, you're canceled. But we're gonna circle back. We're gonna circle back after the cancellation on that one and lose 40 pounds. I'm actually on goal for this one. I'm at 20. I got 20 more to lose. Okay, and by the end of the year, I may make it, so we'll see. Okay, but before I get into all of that, because y'all know how to set goals. I hope y'all know how to set goals. Do y'all know how to set goals? Let's circle back. I hope that in your intentional journey in your queening that you know how to set goals. Like something that is tangible, something that is realistic, and something that has some steps that you can kind of check off along the way so you know that you're making progress and you can hold yourself accountable. Hopefully you're also sharing these goals to other people so that they can hold you accountable, because until other people know about it, like, is it really a goal or is it something just in your brain? And good and well, we'll just overlook something and just act like it was never happening because nobody else knows about it. So please let other people know about your goals so that they can help you be accountable to your damn self, okay? But before I get into creating my goals over here on this board, which I'm not going to do on this video, but just wanted to let you know that's what I'm doing today. I wanted to kind of jump into this whole idea of breaking generational curses and being intentional about our time and meeting our goals is where I wanted to go with this. So, next summer, as you know, our goal is Blaxit 2020. Like, I talk about this on every single video. Like, I am literally manifesting and speaking it into existence. And I was talking to one of my girlfriends yesterday, and we were talking about different goals that we have for the year, and, you know, just kind of where we want to steer our life and our children, etc. And I told her about Blaxit 2020, and she was like, yeah, girl, you know, I'm gonna be right behind you, you know, a couple years behind you, and I got to figure out some things along the way and, you know, get things set up. And I totally respect that, like 100%. Me, I'm a jumper. When I say this is what we're doing it. Like, we may have a parachute and we may not. Like, I don't know. But I respected what she said, but it made me think about, you know, how much analysis we actually put into our goals, as well as how much action we put behind that analysis. So I think a lot of times we analyze our goals and we say, okay, this is what we can do, this is what we can't do, but we don't put a lot of time into strategizing the can't do's, right? Because there really is no such thing as a can't do. What, child? Look at this dog. What? Get your booty out the air. Anyway, and I was explaining to her, I said, well, we're leaving next summer. The United States is done with us. Like, I'm done with them. I really don't know how we're going to do this. I really don't have a full exit strategy set up yet. I'm still strategizing. And I really don't have, like, you know, this full bank account full of money just sitting on the side. Like, we're not six-figure lifestyle like we used to be when I was working, and I haven't been working outside of our business since the beginning of the year. I left corporate in February of 2019. So we're good, you know, we're making it, but we're not, you know, six-figuring it like we were. But I am 100% assured in my heart, soul, and spirit that we are leaving here in the summer. Like, I have zero inclination to re-sign our lease, nothing. I've already started selling things out of the house. Like, I don't play. So I say that to say, and maybe even to pose the question to anyone watching, what actions are you taking to strategize the no's that are prohibiting you from reaching your goals? Because we set a lot of goals, and sometimes we don't reach them, but sometimes we don't reach them because we didn't actually set up a strategy to get there. It was just an idea, right? It was a dream. It was a dream, and it got deferred because we didn't put any real action behind it. And I think in thinking about the generational curses and thinking about breaking the curses of financial instability, we have the tools at our fingertips, right? We got the world at our fingertips in Google and YouTube. Like, if you don't attend YouTube University daily, you're wasting time. And you have time because you be Facebooking. You're watching this video right now, so you could be watching something else, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You can consider this your YouTube University today about goal setting. But we waste time not really, you know, putting a lot of effort into the things that we need to learn, the things that we need to acquire, and the things that we need to manifest in order to step by step get to our goals. And I wanted to encourage all of us today, me, myself included, encourage yourself. Sometimes Anyway, so I want to encourage everybody, take a step today that actually moves you closer to your goal. It may not be a big step. It may be something as simple as learning a skill set that you need, right? So for me, one of the things that is important to me when we make this Blaxit is that we don't have to work in another country. Because, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm in my Papasan chair. Oh, let me sit up. Oh, okay. Anyway, One of the things I'm doing right now is trying to make sure that in another country, we don't have to work because the wages are different in a lot of different places. And although I can't stand the United States, I do recognize that the United States dollar is hella strong, and we really need a decent amount of money in order to make this black sit. Don't get me wrong, you don't need the same amount of money that you would need to live here, but you do still need to have an income. So one of the things I'm doing is I set up an e-commerce store. As you already know, I'm a fashion designer. I decided to marry my fashion design with the need that I saw for beautiful black dolls for little girls. And I created a shop. It's called Zoe and Blythe. You can find it at zoeandblythe.me. And basically, I create outfits that twin with the doll. So if I make a dope jacket, then the doll also gets a dope jacket. And then you and your little girl, your little girl and the doll, they can just be out here looking dope as hell together. Okay? I hadn't seen that before. It seemed like a novel concept to me. So I did it. And I just launched it last week, so I don't really have any good data about, how it's going. But I can say in terms of social media, it's been well received. But that's what I'm doing because I don't want us to work. So I'm like, okay, we're 9 months out right now from this Black Sit next August. So I have 9 months to basically birth a full e-commerce platform that is generating enough income so that we can travel and we can live without having to work for someone else. Now, what that means though is that I have to learn a lot of skills that I didn't previously know. So it means I have to learn about drop shipping. I have to learn about ClickFunnels. I have to learn about marketing, email marketing. I have to learn about what a pixel is, and Facebook ads, and Instagram ads, and Google ads, and Google product placement, and, deciding whether or not I want to do FBA for Amazon. Like, it's a lot. But these are the steps necessary. These are the things that I have to learn in order to secure this freedom. So I can't just be like, oh yeah, I just really don't want us to work when we move, and then wait until like July, the month before we're about to supposedly leave, and then be like, oh, let's see if we can find, some work online jobs so we can be laptop warriors. What if that fall through? You haven't properly prepared. So, again, this is the end of the video. I just want to encourage you, whatever your goal is, your ultimate goal for 2020 or for your life or for the next 5 years, however you set your goals. I don't know. I set mine 1 year at a time, child, because I've been changed. I'm an Aquarius. I've been changed like my whole life's intention in a year. So I have to go year by year. But I just want to encourage you that whatever your goal is, to reverse engineer the steps that you need to get there, figure out the things that you may not know or that you need to investigate further, and every day take one of those things and investigate it. Every day take one of those steps and do it, so that these things don't sneak up on you and then a year has gone by and you're still in the same position that you were, because you were kind of like, well, I can only focus on today. Okay, but focusing on today is never going to get you to where you want to be in the future. You have to always be future thinking in order to actually intentionally craft your life. And I hope that's what we're all doing right now, is intentionally crafting our life, not just living, not just existing, not just allowing life to happen to us, but that we are actively a participant in getting to the life that we want to live. So thanks for watching. If you like what you saw today, subscribe, check your girl out. Please check out my shop, okay? zoeandblythe.me. Check out the shop. And come back and check for more videos from me, Eve, as I continue to intentionally craft this life towards the happiness and the freedom that me and my family deserve. Okay?